Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, L.D. Smith, the Watchman on the wall. Family, as always, grab that King James. But first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the whole family. Happy Sabbath, Israel. That being said, family, we're going to go into our teaching now. This is a continuation from our previous teaching on tithing. The tithe belonged to the priests. All praise, and the family of the Levites. All right? All the tithe. Okay? Now we're going to get here into our word now. And like I say, I always tell you guys, let's go back. If you go back to the beginning, you'll find out the truth. All right? And remember, the Most High never changes. Now, I always ask you guys to read along with me. I ask you guys to think about it. Think about the words. Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. And I know that the Most High will give you a clear understanding. Now, that being said, now we're going to go ahead and get into our teaching. All right? Now, I did say we named this one, the tithe belongs unto the priest. All right. Now, let's go to Genesis chapter 14. And we're just going to hit him briefly. And then we're going to move on, okay? And we're going to go ahead and get this over with. And then we're going to move on to something else. All praise, all praise. Now, we're in Genesis chapter 14. Let's look at verses 18 now. All right? Now, here we see Melchizedek. It says, and Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest. Dual office. See that? Do you see it? This is where it's starting off at. We're in Genesis. See, so someone can't say, well, okay, well, it started later on. No, it started here. It started here. The priest of the Most High. He wasn't a high priest, but he was a priest. The high priest started with Aaron. But it still doesn't change. Because you're going to see what you're going to do. You're going to see what happens here with the tithe. Now look what it says. He blessed him and said, blessed be Abraham of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. Blessed be the Most High God, which has delivered thine enemy into thine hand. All right, this is what Melchizedek said to Abraham. Now, Abraham, right here says, and he gave him tithes of all. Now, anyone knows that when you take all the spoils, because every troop had a treasure. When back in those days, they had money, they had food. They had all the things, all the necessities of surviving, going from one place to another. But here you see Abraham took all the spoils, and he gave the priest a tithe of all the spoils that he had. This is the beginning. Now we're going to keep on going now. Let us go here now and look at Numbers 18. Numbers 18. Now let's go there real quick. Let's go to Numbers 18. Now, let's look at that real quick, and we're going to show you guys something here. Now, let's go to Numbers 18. We're going to read from 1 on down to 9, as we did in our previous teaching. And the Lord said unto Aaron, who? The Lord? See, like I said in other videos, people think that this is somebody else's plan, but this is God's plan. See, when you buck, you're not bucking against anyone but the Most High God. Because this is the way he set things up. This is his plan. So what you're saying is, I don't like the way God has his plan. So see, it is a bad thing for the creature, to try to wrestle, try to fight, with the Creator. I mean, can't you see that is a lose-lose situation there? You're going to lose. You are the creature, not the Creator. But let's keep on going. And the Lord said unto Aaron, thou and thy sons and thy father's house with thee shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and thou and thy sons with thee shall bear the iniquity of the priests hood. Let's keep on going. And thy brethren also of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of thy fathers, bring thou with thee, that they may be joined unto thee and minister unto thee. But thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of witnesses. See that? Meaning what? The rest of them can't. The rest of them can't come there. Only you and your son, the priest. Now let's keep on going. They shall keep the charge and the charge of all the tabernacle. Only they shall what? Not come nigh the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar. See that? Do you see it? Only the high priest. But look, he keeps on going. That neither they nor ye also die. See, Aaron had to keep him in charge. He said, because I kill him and kill you too. Look what he says. And they shall be joined unto thee and keep the charge of the tabernacle congregation for all the service of the tabernacle. And a stranger shall not come nigh unto you. And ye shall keep the charge of the sanctuary and the charge of the altar. Aaron, you is over everything. That there be no wrath among any, no wrath anymore upon the children of Israel. And I, behold, I have taken your brethren the Levite from among the children of Israel. To you they are given as a gift for the Lord to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Therefore thou and thy sons with thee shall keep your priest office for what? Everything of the altar. Everything of the altar. All right? He said, and within the veil, and ye shall serve. I have given your priest office unto you as a service of gift, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And the Lord spake unto Aaron. And the Lord spake unto Aaron. It wasn't Aaron's idea. Behold, I also have given thee the charge of my heave offering. A heave offering is when the priest go up and down like this with his hand. The heave offering can be monetary. It can be an animal. It can be any of those things. It is called the heave because of the motion that the priest does his hand. The wave offering is when he waves like this. See that? There's a difference between the wave offering and the heave offering. It is the position that the priest take. Now, let's keep on. And he says, of all the hallowed things of the children of Israel, unto thee have I given them by reason of the anointing, and to thy sons by the ordinance forever. This shall be yours of the most holy thing. Reserved. This shall be yours, the most holy things that cannot go in the fire. This shall be yours. This shall be Aaron's, the high priest, the things that cannot go in the fire. It's right in the pages. Reserved from the fire. Every oblation, do you know what every means? Everything you bring. Everything that you bring to me is going to be given to the priest. You can't get around it. It says here, of their every meat offering of thine, and every sin offering of thine, and every trespass offering of thine, which they shall render unto me, shall be most holy for you and for your sons. It's right in the pages. See, you have to realize, please, don't worry about me. Think about what God is saying. Think about what he's saying. Do you want to honor the Most High? You know that scripture that says, honor the Lord with all thy substance? Huh? But you don't want to do that. You know, I do this, but I don't want to do that. See, you are telling God that I don't like the way that you're doing things. Let's go to Kings. Let's go to Kings. Let's go to Kings. 2 Kings. Let's look at verses 16. Look what it says. It says the trespass money. Now, didn't we just read every oblation? And then it went down there and showed you guys the trespass and the sin. It's right in the pages. You can't listen to what someone else is saying. Listen to what God is saying. See, let me say this in passing. You got individuals out there that's saying all kind of stuff. And I said it in the previous video. They don't recognize as being a part of the family. They're not recognized as being anything of Hebrew or Israelite. But they make videos about our laws and our customs. And you saying that you are Hebrew and you are an Israelite. But you listen to somebody else that does not claim to be anything like you, and they're telling you about your customs and your laws and rules and statutes and judgment. I mean, how pathetic does that sound? Let's keep on going here. It says, we in 2 Kings 12. Let's look at verses 16. It says, the trespass money and the sin money was not brought into the house of the Lord. Now, they was collecting money, the king and the priests, the Levites. They was collecting money to rebuild the house of the Lord. All right? It says here the trespass money and the sin money was not brought into the house of the Lord. It was the priest. I ain't giving him nothing, but then don't. You don't have to. You don't. You know why? Because you're not the only person that's in this world. And the Most High made that very clear to our father Abraham. He said, I'll bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. Sending him out. See, so the Most High already knows who's gonna do what, because he says, I declare. Declare means say, huh? From the end to the beginning. So in other words, I tell you what the end is going to be from the beginning. So everything from the beginning to the end, all down through the words I'm speaking out of my mouth, that's what's going to come to pass. So if you don't help the Most High's cause, he already have said that you are not going to help his cause. So you're not doing anything, special. You're not. Because the Most High have already put in your heart not to give. But he have told this person over here to give. And you thinking that, well, I'm in control. No, you're not. You're not in control. I said all the time in other teachers, all of us have done something and then come right back. I mean a split second. Come right back and ask yourself. You ain't talking to somebody else. You're talking to yourself. You say, now why did I do that? I wasn't intending to do that. But you never give it any thought. But if you give it some thought, you can see that I was just manipulated. Something or someone just manipulated me because I did something that I had no intentions of doing. So when you say, well, I'm not going to give, he have already put in your heart not to give. See, so don't walk away and say, well, I did this, not did it. No. He put it in your heart. He calls that. He says, I cause all these things. I will cause your enemy to come up against you. He says, if a man ways pleases me, I will cause his enemy to be at peace. Cause. I cause that. See, you need to take yourself out the equation because it's not you, it's him. You gotta Let us keep on here. Let us look back at Numbers 18. Let's go back to Numbers 18 real quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and go over to Malachi, and I'm gonna show you guys something over there. Now, Numbers 18, let's look at verses 21. Let us go over and look at 21. Now let's read this. Let's read 20 and 21. All right. Look what it says. And the Lord spake unto Aaron and said, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I am thy part, and thy inheritance among the children of Israel. See that? Your inheritance is I am yours. And he said, I am thy part, and thine inheritance among the children of Israel. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. See that? Everybody took care of Levi. All other tribes took care of Levi. All of them. But let me go here to the altar. Now you know that he says anyone come near the altar there is going to be killed. So nobody but the high priest. Now look what it says in burnt offerings. Those are volunteer offerings. Those are offerings that go on the fire. Okay. The grain offering. The grain offering, all that came out of the field. The grapes, the drink offering from the wine, all that. All the things that came out the field and off the trees, that was the grain. The peace offering was a clean animal part, various parts. Also, it was used bread, grain and bread in the peace offering. The sin offering was a young bull or monetary. All these could be a heave offering. The latter part said the trespass offering was a ram that they used, but it was also monetary because everybody didn't have a ram. But you gave the priest whatever. You had the equivalence of what a ram would cost, and you gave it to the priest. See, so the priest was the only one that could do atonement. The priest was the only one that could go to the altar for you. No one else can go to the altar for you but the priest. Nobody. When the priest wasn't there and there was a king, they had dual office. They would pray for their kingdom and their people, and they would burn on the altar. Why? Because they had dual office. They had dual office. But, the Most High said he's going to bring the priests, which are Levi, tribe of Israel, and Judah. He's going to bring them together and make them one. See that? But that is another teaching. But let us go forward here. Let us go to Malachi, and then we're going to close out. All right? Let's go to Malachi now, and I'm going to show you something here.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
It says Malachi 3. Let's read 6, and let's go on down to 8. It says, For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from my ordinance. See that? Tithing. Ye have went away from my ordinance. Now let's keep on going. And have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, said the Lord of hosts. But ye say, wherein shall we return? Will a man rob God? Yet have ye robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? and tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with the curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye in all the tithes in the storehouse, that there might be meat in my house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not pour out a blessing, pour out you the windows of heaven, and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive. Now I just gave you all the things that they should have been bringing in. I told you they should have bringing in the volunteer offering, which is why it was a burnt offering. It went on the altar. It had to be some kind of meat. Huh? It had to be meat. Because you see him references here in Malachi saying that it might be meat in my house. But where people get mixed up at, well, it only says meat. No, he said bring ye in all. All. Meat was included, but money was too. And I just showed you the sin offering and the transgression offering. The money went to the priest. 2 Kings chapter 12, verse 16. It's right in the pages. If you will allow yourself to understand it, if you will allow yourself to receive the truth, and then stop listening to those that are not part of the family. But we're going to close out there. This is the end of the tithing. We're not going to teach on tithing anymore. We're moving on to something else. The family, I hope this has been a blessing. I hope this has been very, very good information for you to put in, in your heart up here, that you might think about it, ponder on it, and that you might say to yourself, I'm going to do what God says. Don't be like Israel and Judah was over in Jeremiah, when Jeremiah came to them and told them what the Lord had said about their ancestors, that how Israel was worshiping other gods, and about the Queen of Heaven and whatnot, and that how he punished them. Don't be like Judah and say, that we're not going to listen to you, Jeremiah. We're going to listen to the words that come out of our mouth. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, because you're going to find out that he's not playing. And if you read that over there in Jeremiah, you'll see that the Most High punish all of them. Don't see, when you say that I'm not going to do that, then that's what you're saying. You're going to do what comes out of your mouth, not do what comes out of the Most High's mouth. See, that's where the problem is. We want to be disobedient. But nevertheless, who all the Most High moves on, that's what he moves on. Who he doesn't move on, oh, that's good. Because the Most High program is going to continue on. It is. It ain't going to stop. No one can stop the Most High God from anything. And he makes that very clear. Who can make that straight which God has made crooked? It may be crooked to y'all, but it ain't crooked to him. Because all of his ways is right. But anyway, family, we're going to close there. We want you guys to listen to the video. Think about it. Listen to it. Ponder. Imagine. Listen to it over and over. And I know that the Most High will give you clear understanding. Now, you guys know how we do here at the end. We come together with one voice and one mind. On the count of three, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. One word, one God, one people, one love. All praise. Family, we love you guys from over here at the high priest of the whole house of Israel. We say happy Sabbath, shalom.